The infamous NBA 2K cover curse. It's a fun thing to think about, but we all know it's not true, right? Since the original NBA 2K, there have been plenty of instances where the cover athlete has had a bad event happen to them, whether it be a trade or even an injury. A lot of these are stretches, but at the end of the day, it's still a fun thing to think about. From the initial release in 1999, the cover only wore Allen Iverson, from NBA 2K to NBA 2K4. Obviously, AI had no troubles on the court, as he was making a name to be one of the greatest scoring guards in NBA history. But off the court, he was found in legal troubles, from things like assault to peeing in a trash can and getting kicked out of a casino. Yeah, I don't know either, but this is a cover athlete that I feel like you can say would be a stretch, unless you want to count his issues down the line with bankruptcy. The next season, Ben Wallace was named the cover athlete after coming off an NBA championship with Detroit. And they were looking to be the favorites again to win it all the next season, until, they were involved in the Malice at the Palace. Probably the worst fight in NBA history. Other than that, Detroit didn't get hit with any bad suspensions as the Pacers did, and rallied to the finals again to lose in a heartbreaking 7-game series to the Spurs. This one is also a stretch to me, but it deserves to get mentioned, as this was the Pistons' last finals appearance, and Ben Wallace's second to last All-Star appearance. Shaq graced the cover on NBA 2K 6 and 7, and it's obvious this didn't kick in year number 1, so 2K gave it another year for the curse to spread its wings. And Shaq and the Heat fell off a cliff, losing in the first round in 07, and Shaq having his first ever year averaging less than 20 a night. In 08, Shaq wasn't even an All-Star at this point. And this continued as he was only an All-Star one more time after gracing the cover. And in 08, Chris Paul was the cover athlete. And I'm not even going to try to stretch the truth to you guys. CP3 was considered one of the best players in the world at this point. Carried New Orleans to the second round and even revived Tyson Chandler's career. On the flip side though, after the season, CP3 was plagued with injuries on top of injuries in crucial points throughout his career. In 09, KG became the cover athlete, and this is one of the biggest pieces of evidence of the curse being true, as KG was coming off an NBA Finals win and a Defensive Player of the Year in 08, and the start of an incredible season at 44-11, before KG ultimately went down on nothing.
To do some ball handling, but Ben Gordon can also spell at the point guard spot.
And it screens, gets it back from Ray Allen for the jam. And he comes up just a little bit gimpy. And he has to foul. He's hurt. Grabs Tayshaun to foul him.
This freak injury caused KG to miss the playoffs and kill any hopes of Boston repeating. Even after this, KG was never the same player again. In 2010, Kobe became the cover athlete. Just like Shaq, Kobe was still able to win a ring in the same year, but he fell apart the next year, getting swept by the Mavs after being the favorite in the West. And then the NBA vetoes the trade for CP3. Then the Lakers create a failed super team in 2013 with Dwight and Steve Nash. And later that same season, Kobe goes down with the Achilles tear. That was the last we'd ever see the Black Mamba as we knew him. In 11 and 12, MJ graced the cover. He bought the Hornets in 2010, and in 2012, MJ's Hornets had the worst record in NBA history at 7-59. And to add insult to injury, drafted MKG second overall. Okay, I know that's not a curse, but it's MKG. Come on. In 2013, we saw 3 athletes on the cover, being Derrick Rose, KD, and Blake Griffin. D. Rose missed the entire 2013 season with an ACL injury and never recovered. Blake got injured in the playoffs, costing the Clippers the series, and Westbrook got injured in the playoffs, costing OKC the series against Memphis. If you rewind the clock to 2014 for the 2K14 cover, everyone expected the Heat to win the finals, re-sign LeBron, and possibly four-peat, something Jordan never did. But to everyone's surprise, the Heat's championship hopes collapsed in seconds.
On the bench as well, so good crossover by James, and on the landing, immediately cramps up.
Spoelstra was urging his team to foul. They didn't hear right away. Mike, I continue to use this handheld thermometer. I'm about 5 feet from the court, and it's now reading above 90 degrees in this building.
It is.
Miami lost that series in 5. This caused LeBron to head back to Cleveland out of nowhere. Now back to KD. In 2015, KD was named the cover athlete after winning the MVP the year prior. In the preseason that same season, KD went down with a season-ending injury, costing the Thunder their only playoff season since 2009. In 2016, 3 players graced the cover once again, with Harden, Curry, and AD. To start, Harden believed he was robbed the season prior of MVP by Curry. Ready to prove everyone wrong, Harden barely slipped into the playoffs as the 8th seed and got knocked out by Curry himself in the first round after a Western Conference Finals appearance the last season. AD only played 67 games this year and even missed the playoffs. And lastly, Steph Curry. Steph Curry won the unanimous MVP award that season and led the Warriors to a 73-9 record, obviously the greatest regular season record in NBA history. 1 game ahead of the '96 Chicago Bulls. They were on pace to be the greatest team in NBA history, obviously, with that record, and they were looking to do it in the playoffs too. Until the infamous 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. This obviously destroyed any hopes of the Warriors being considered the greatest team in NBA history, as 72-10 just has a better ring to it. In 2017, PG obviously was the cover athlete, got swept by Cleveland in the first round, and was traded to OKC after that season. Kyrie was named the cover athlete for 2K18, got traded right after the initial release of the game, causing some covers to wear the Cavs Kyrie and some the Boston Kyrie. Also during that same year, Kyrie went down with a season-ending injury, being forced to watch his team miss the finals by 1 game. Against who else but LeBron and the Cavs. Also that same year, DeRozan was the cover athlete of the Canada edition. He got swept by LeBron as well, even as the 1 seed, and then got snaked by the Raptors in the offseason as he was traded to San Antonio. LeBron and Giannis became the cover athletes for 2K19, and LeBron signed with LA before the season, went down with a season-ending injury with the groin, and missing the playoffs for the first time since 2005. Giannis lost in the playoffs back-to-back years as the 1 seed. In 2020, we saw AD win the finals. What's next to come for him? Obviously, we haven't seen any signs of the curse coming in, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this curse. Is there anything I missed? But once again, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate you guys checking out some other videos or maybe even subscribing. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one.